In the last few years, Barcelona has been an absolute mess. They spent millions of dollars on a campaign attacking their own players. Then, they let the greatest player in their history leave without any proper goodbye. And now, they can't even register their new signings. As a Barcelona fan, I have been ashamed of my club many times. But I was never really ashamed of our fans, at least not until this summer. To make it clear, like most Barca fans, I don't think Ter Stegen should be Barcelona's number one anymore. After all those injuries, he's way past his best, and right now, both Joan Garcia and Szczesny are better goalkeepers. And what is more important, Hansi Flick and his team seem to agree, which after all is the only thing that matters. But some fans went a bit further. They are ignoring everything he has done for the club over the years, blaming him for every single Champions League collapse, and even sending him death threats. For example, this Twitter account has posted a 4-part compilation of his fails. You will find here horrendous mistakes like failing to save a penalty, failing to save an absolute screamer going to the top corner, failing to save a shot from 5 yards out, and even failing to save a tap-in into an empty net. Seriously, anyone who has ever played football and has some decent understanding of the game will tell you that vast majority of those goals were unsavable, and maybe 5% of them can be blamed on him. But these clips went viral anyway, and made the hate towards Ter Stegen much more intense, and what happened next only made things worse. At first, Barcelona tried to sell him, but he refused to leave unless they paid him the remaining salary of his contract. Then, he underwent a back surgery and was supposed to be out for 4 to 5 months, which would have allowed Barcelona to temporarily unregister him and free up space for new players. However, Ter Stegen didn't cooperate with the club's plan and claimed he will be back in just 3 months. After that, he refused to sign the medical report, so the club stripped him of the captaincy and threatened further sanctions. But eventually, he agreed to sign the paperwork and got his armband back. Looking from the outside, we will never know the full story, but it doesn't look like Ter Stegen behaved how he should have as a captain. But neither did Barcelona. No club should ever treat their captain like this. As someone who has done service for the club for years, he deserves to be respectfully informed that the club wants to sign a new goalkeeper to replace him. And yes, refusing to leave without the remainder of his contract might seem insane, but it's not, and here's why. A few years ago, when the club was in a deep financial crisis, he accepted lower wages, with a promise that the rest will be paid back once the club's finances stabilize. He has every right to demand the money from the club, and I know other players like Piqué, Busquets or Alba gave up the rest of their salaries and forgave the club what was owed to them, but that doesn't make it right. It's not the players' fault that the club is a mess. They have the right to demand every single penny the club owes them. I can never speak for the whole fan base, but for me, anyone who doesn't think Ter Stegen is a legend of the club can't call himself a Barca fan. In the dark times, he was one of the few players who alongside Messi kept Barca competitive. Blaming him for every single Champions League exit is absolutely ridiculous. Some people are mad at him for forcing Bravo out of the club in 2016, but seriously, did you watch Bravo at Manchester City? Barcelona would have been absolutely screwed if they kept Bravo instead of him. And I'm saying that as someone who really liked Bravo at that time. But honestly, I don't see any point in fans hating their own players. You're not gonna change anything. Hansi Flick didn't decide to bring in a new goalkeeper because he went onto Twitter and saw hashtag Ter Stegen out trending. The only thing you're gonna do is spread toxicity, which doesn't help anyone. If you have some audience on social media and you truly care about your club, the best thing you can do is support your players. After all, as the supporters, that is our only job.